Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you to my brand spanking new Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII. There's one sort of thing I should probably warn you about before you get started watching this, and that is that I will be reading the text. I know that puts a lot of people off, so I thought I'd say it at the very start and get that over with. I just like reading it. It's an RPG, it's a story. If some people can't read, then if it's read out to them, then it must make everything easier. There's no downside to it anyway. Anyways, considering there's no options, what I'm going to do is check out that this stuff is working properly. Analog, that's what we want, so we can have... Right, okay, yeah, so we can have the sticks fused. It's going to be starting off with a cutscene, typical JRPG style, so I'll see you in a bit. And there we have it, folks. We were just introduced to a few characters, but I won't say their names or anything to do with them until we actually meet them and everything. I don't want to make any spoilers if anyone's watching this for the first time. Or whatever. But this is our main character. This is the guy that just lost the fight. We'll find out why they were fighting in a bit. Dr. Kadawaki. I've always found that name funny. How are you feeling? We're gonna have to whinge, aren't we? I think everyone has to have a good whinge. My forehead hurts. No kidding. After our fighting, it's not a surprise, is it? Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say a name for me. Okay, here's our choice for the name. You can't choose the name of every character you meet in this game, but only the only two of them 3 if you count another one which I'll mention when we get along to it. Squall. I always keep to default things, it's just what I do. Huh? Oh, confirm. Sorry. Why don't take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Seifer. So that's why they were fighting. Squall and Seifer. Seifer was the one in the white coat. There we go. They were fighting for training reasons. That's Seifer. Won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? Can't just run away. It's true. If you got a rival, you have to stick it out. Gonna be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see. Your instructor is Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. We're going to get introduced to Quistis soon. She's another member of the party that we're getting really early on. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. He'll probably leave a scar. And you'll notice throughout that in cutscenes and everything, Squall has got like a scar going down his forehead. Just because of this fight. Right, now please come by. But first of all, a little bit of mystery to add to the story already. Who knows who she is? Squall. So we meet again. Oh, cutscene coming. You'll notice in Final Fantasy VIII there are a lot of these sort of really short cutscenes, but especially to introduce the party members. Quistis Trepe, our instructor, and yeah, she hasn't got the most story in the game, but she's a good character, I think. I knew it'd be either you or Seifer. Well, yeah, it's got to be one of them. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. So from that very thing, you can tell this is a sort of school. And because they were fighting, you know, it's got to be some sort of... I'll tell you now, it's a military-based school. They learn to fight, they... Oh, you, hurry up. It's a really good effect, actually. Not really. Don't you laugh at me, woman. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little. That's all. And with Squall being so closed from the outside world, you'll see that as we go through plenty of times. It shoves it in your face so much. For Quistis to actually get to understand Squall is quite a big thing. And more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Annoying cow. And now here we are, arrived in class, ready to get taught another lesson before the field exam. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. Excuse me. Seems to have been some rumours flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition, of course. Meeting hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, they really go to school late there, don't they? Oh, I suppose that's like a field thing, so maybe it don't count. Oh, and Seifer? Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Oh, Seifer. You twat. Guild exam participants, I'll see you all later. Yes, you will. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Okay. First of all, I think you can do... No, not yet. Okay, let's go and talk to Quistis then. I really like the music in Balamb Garden. Sort of quiet and sort of nostalgic, because it's quite a... It stands out, doesn't it? The song sort of stands out. If you heard it, you'd know Final Fantasy VIII. You haven't been to the Fire Cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass the Prerequisite. No, we got to go up to the Fire Cavern then. I was going to go this morning, but Seifer... Whenever it's in brackets and dotted and stuff, it means that Squall's thinking it to himself. He's not saying it out loud. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. And you'll notice Squall does that a lot as well. Because he's a very introverted person. Very quiet, he doesn't show emotion, everything like that. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. Yep, okay. You can access the study panel from your seat. Right, I'm going to show you this. This is optional. But I think... it's a good thing to show. So let's go back to our seat. And get our first two GFs, which in Final Fantasy VIII are the name for summons. It'll all be explained in a moment. We'll be having a tutorial soon. Turn on the power? Of course. You can try and do it without turning on the power, I guess. Tutorial is new. Let's go for that. Login Squall confirmed. Okay. GF registered under Squall are Quezacotl. I never used to know how to pronounce that. Quezacotl? Quezacotl, I think it is. It's a strange name. And Shiva. Quezacotl is the lightning summon of Final Fantasy VIII, and Shiva is the ice one. Typical Shiva, you know. She's in every Final Fantasy, I think. Yeah, you can name all your summons if you really want to. I'm going to leave them the same. Quezacotl and Shiva. Tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. This tutorial can also be accessed through the regular menu at any time during the game. So yeah, if you don't quite get it this time, what should we have a look at? I don't think I'll just tell you anything. Going through all the text and stuff would be a bit boring, I think. Basics. I'm just going to go through all the menus to show you everything. About magic, GF Garden, about sorcerer system magic. Doesn't really matter, there's nothing important here. About Garden, it's just saying there's a military place to train up soldiers. Even though it doesn't seem all that serious, I think they did that on purpose for the game so it didn't get too bogged down in the war side of things. Even though it's not a real war as such. Anyway, message from Garden, that's quite funny. No, it's not what I was thinking of. But we gotta watch one now anyway. Entrance ceremony, seed exam, summer garden festival, summer vacation, winter vacation. Okay, school festival committee. You can read this a couple of times throughout the game and it'll say different things. This first one, come on. Black screen of death. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed and I won't ever even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out, but I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I was starting a new life, but sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival committee. Goodbye, Balamb Garden. Wimbley Donna. We'll be meeting the new festival... What's the word? Runner? Manager? Whatever you want to call it. Later on. But for now... I think this could be the end of this episode. Not much has gone on, but it's just the start off thing, innit? You know. I'm not sure what the length of my episodes will be. Sometimes they'll be longer than others, I guess, depending on if we're going through a story or something like that. Anyways, this has been Greeny XI. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again in a bit when we head off to the Fire Cavern. In a bit.